instead of running away from Ponzi schemes, he was heading the research, what everyone was calling a scam and Ponzi, according to Sam. And for the first time, Samuel he bought his first Bitcoin. He was able to make several monetary transactions without the bank, no fear of account being blocked. It made him realize why the banks hate Bitcoin so much. And Samuel has helped the Nigerian crypto space to build a huge blockchain community in Africa and has taught over 4,000 Africans about cryptocurrency and blockchain. Between 2016 and 2018, Samuel has been able to reach thousands of people with the knowledge of blockchain and cryptocurrency through his Facebook, WhatsApp groups, Steamates, and Twitter accounts. He has held blockchain and cryptocurrency meetups, seminars in Uyo, Enugu, Ibadan, Port Harcourt, and several other online international blockchain seminars such as eoxnight.com. All right, there's something special about Samuel, which I got to know about him in 2017, though I wasn't close to him then. I think I got my first Bitcoin through him, not directly through him, through a friend I bought from him. But that time, like he said, there was an issue with Ponzi scheme and all of that scam running at that time. So I got my first Bitcoin and I just ignored it because I felt it was one of those things. And not until recently when we met again this year, and I went back to my blockchain account. And what I bought then in 2017, I just realized that it was worth so much that I ignored. And tonight, Samuel is going to be helping us discover and also realize value through cryptocurrencies and other valuable assets in the blockchain space. So, Mr. Samuel, you have the space now, and we would like to have questions. We'll ask you some questions and also help us through the best way we can have the best financial year in 2021. All right, so I'll be going straight to somewhere very calm now because I'm actually outside trying to get the best network. Okay, Mr. Samuel, up to you.
All right, thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samuel Joseph. Please, I want to be sure that we're all here, so I don't know if you type yes, if you can hear, and if you're here, please just quickly type yes.
If you're connected, you can drop a comment, you can wave, and let us know you're connected to this.
Hello.
All right, thanks everyone. So once again, my name is Samuel Joseph, and today I want to talk to us about, I personally call it just give me a moment. Okay, I personally call it the future of finance, right? And most of the things we'll be hearing today might not be new, but if they are new to you, just embrace it and feel free to ask questions. And I always tell people the difference between the rich and the poor is just knowledge, right? So, but let's see what we can learn together today. Okay, several years ago, I started using cryptocurrency. And of course, I didn't know much about it then. I thought cryptocurrency was just for Ponzi schemes, and and of course I used it for Ponzi schemes then. And as time went on, kept reading, I'm learning more about cryptocurrencies, and I found out that cryptocurrency is going to be big. This was like several years ago. So I kept reading, and I found out so many things, which I will just share a few of them with us today. But here's where I'll start from. You know, in 1989, that happens to be the year they gave birth to me. According to the certificate I saw, they actually paid 3 naira my birth certificate. 1, 2, 3. 3 naira for my birth certificate, 1989. Now, I have one question. Hello, Celestina, welcome. What can 3 naira do today in Nigeria? 3 naira. Can anyone tell me what 3 naira can do?
Possibly buy there is this Babadudu stuff that I know of. I could buy that. I think that's how far it can go.
That's a good one. Well, I just know 3 naira is so small that you cannot even send a text message right now. That's how useless it has been over the years. But what is the cost? What causes the value of the currency to decrease over the years? It's obviously poor government and poor banking policy and all. But how do we protect ourselves against the devaluation of money? For example, I posted something that my friend posted early today, and he said in year 2020, 21, don't make the same mistake you made this year, which is 2020. If you earn 100% in naira, convert a good percentage of it to dollar, right? Because this year alone, the naira has dropped by 43% just in 2020. Now, let me tell you what that means. Assuming you had 1 million, well, assuming you had 1 million naira, or assuming you had a certain percentage, a certain amount of money in the bank, and that amount was what, $1 million, and you kept it between then and now. As we speak, that amount of money you have in the Nigerian bank account is no longer equals to $1 million. It has fallen by a whooping 43%. And now, the sad thing about this is that as these things are falling, Nigerians are not noticing because you deal in naira, right? You want to buy something, they tell you the price in naira. So you don't know what is happening to the currency. But you're actually, in quotes, you're actually getting poorer by keeping your money in naira. You see? Now, this is not a hate speech, right? It's actually the truth. And if you want to make impacts globally, you need to know these things. Else, you just be. I remember several years ago when we used to pray in Christ Embassy, and Reverend Tom would be like, I receive money in Europe, in pounds. And I used to wonder, ask myself, why is naira not enough? Then I didn't understand what money was or what money is then. You see? So if you were saving, no matter the amount of money you had in your bank account in January, that amount has fallen by 43%. Now, let me also shock you. Most of us in this call, I believe most of us in naira, whatever your salary is, the value of your salary has dropped by 43%. Just in case you're not aware. So if you were earning 100,000 naira, the value of that 100,000 naira between January and now has dropped by 43%. Now, let me also say something interesting. Assuming between January and now, you see, or maybe, let's say towards the 6th month of the year, your salary was increased by 6%, sorry, by 20%. Even if your salary was increased by 20%, or even by January, your salary was increased by 20%, you still did not get any increase in your pay because your salary grew by 20%. the value of your salary went down by another 23%. So what is the solution? What's the way out? What is the way out? You know, I'll see some guys in Nigeria. Of course, I'm a Nigerian, so I'll see some of us in Nigeria, you know, keeping so much in the bank. You'll be like, hey, I have 1 million naira in the bank. You know, all your businesses, you get paid in naira. And you know, sometimes I try to tell some people, hey, this is actually not wise. But you know, most of them, they don't listen. They don't listen because we belong to a society where people only listen to you when you look rich, and that is sad. And that is why I love what Pastor Chris used to say. Pastor Chris would say, refuse to be poor. It's even in the Bible. It's even in the Bible where that Bible verse says that a wise poor man actually saved the city, but nobody recognized him. Why? Because he was poor. You see, way back in 2016, 2017, I told my friends in school, no, 2016, I told my friends in school, I was like, guys, you guys need to buy. This was after I learned what cryptocurrency really, the real use case of cryptocurrency. I told them, hey, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. Nobody paid attention to what Samuel Joseph was saying. Now, I'm this person that just, you know, in school, I can just leave my house and walk to school. I won't take any cab, right? I'll just walk. And I don't wear shoes in school. Most times I just come out with my palm slippers and I just wear normal round t-shirt polo and with my jean, you know, I'll walk to school and then I'll tell them buy Bitcoin. And then in their mind, they're like, who's talking? you that's trekking to school, right? But guess what? Out of 100% of the people I told, the only person that does manage to buy Bitcoin back then was my roommate, right? And he was able to buy a handful of Bitcoin. And of course, he sold most of them later. But because he was my roommate, I was able to share some knowledge about cryptocurrency with him. And he also told his friends, right? About 2-3 of them. As I speak with you right now, those guys are doing extremely well for themselves. Why? Because they've come to realize what Pastor Chris said. Money is not what you think it is, right? So you have 100,000 naira in your bank account. That money is not real. I wish I could play that video where Pastor Chris said, money is not what you think it is. Money is not real. You see? The amount that you're seeing in your bank account is not real. It's fake. As a matter of fact, everything I'm saying to you, my words right now that you're hearing, is more real than the amount you have in the bank. Okay, I want to be sure you guys can see me. Just type here, see if you can see me, please.
Yes, very clearly. I can hear you.
Okay, okay, yeah. So I got up to 2. So approximately we are 4 in the call. Okay, now I'm going to play a video, a very short video. And you just listen to something. Just in case you've not seen this video before, feel free, you see it now.
Things happening to show that what I said all the time has been right. There's no such thing as money. It exists in the mind of the poor. It is the rich man's tool of controlling the poor. All right, think about the cryptocurrencies of today. Think about the Bitcoins and so on. They're not money, they're numbers. Why? Because they found out what I found out a long time ago.
All right, so that's the video right now. Now, if you've been in Christ Embassy for a while, or you've been listening to Pastor Chris for a very long time, you would notice that Pastor has been saying this same thing a long time ago. How come we didn't know? You see? So, with that in your head, Now, listen to what I'm saying. So every money you have in your bank account.
Simon and Joe both invest in stock.
Yeah, sorry about every money you have in your bank account right now, no matter the amount, whether it's 1 million naira or 10 million naira or even 50,000 naira now, that money is not real. It's fake. It doesn't exist. Right? I was talking to, yesterday I was talking to some people, right? And I told them that the day that 10% of Nigerians, because I believe most of us in this call are Nigerians, the day 10% of Nigerians will realize that the money they have in their bank.
We have other people out in Nigeria on the call.
Okay.
From UAE, from South Africa, Kenya.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so no matter where you are right now, the day you realize that the money given to you by your government is not yours, that day, that particular day, there's going to be serious issues in the world. Serious issues. Now, why do I say they're not real? First of all, when you go to the bank and try to open an account, nobody creates a safe deposit and be like, hey, okay, this particular money right here came from Mr. ABC. We just tie it and put a tag to it and put it in your account. No, that's not what they do, right? So every money that is given to you is an IOU, right? And the government is saying you can buy whatever you want to buy with this money that we have approved. So money is anything that a group of persons has agreed as their means of exchange, right? So what further reason do I have to say that the money in your account is not real? For the singular fact that governments and or banks can actually close your account at any time when something happens, proves the money is not yours. You see? I remember several years ago when there was banking issues here in Nigeria, and some people wanted to withdraw their money. They couldn't. Why? Because they had banking crisis. Right. So if a bank can actually close your account at any time, if a bank can devalue your own money that you worked for, okay, let's use Nigeria as an example, right? This year alone, the value of Nigerian money has dropped by 43%. Now, I have a question for you. Most especially those in Nigeria, did you agree with the government that, hey, this money I have, I want it to drop by 43% this year? Did any of you agree? I don't think the answer is yes. So if you didn't agree and your account can be closed or shut down by the government at any time, what makes you think that money is yours? It's not. You're just a caretaker of that money. And in fact, I think caretaker is too big to be used, because caretaker is someone that has that oversees a property, right? Now you're not even overseeing the money that you think you have. The bank is actually the caretaker of the money. All you're just doing, I don't know the right word to use for those of us that use normal banking, because caretaker actually has access to the stuff. I don't know the right word, but you're like the caretaker, you see, of whatever amount of money you have at the bank, right? So now, what is the solution to all these things I'm saying? Back in 2009, someone actually thought about this and said, okay, since this world has been ruled by senseless government and poor banking policies from corrupt banks, can we create a form of money that will not depend on the government, that is backed by mathematics, right, and depends on pure demand and supply? You see? And that's how Bitcoin was created. Most of you must have heard about Bitcoin before, but I'm sure the first time you heard about Bitcoin was maybe through Ponzi scheme. Okay, they are not showing me the price in there. Okay. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto, and started in 2009 when its implementation was released as an open source software or open source project. Right. So this Bitcoin was created to solve that problem. The problem that, hey, there is currently, as of 2008, there was no, or there were little form of money that you could actually call your own, right? So if you have, in 2008, if you had $1,000 in the bank, right, and I had $1,000 worth of gold, you see, in real sense, I'm richer than you because the money you have in the bank is actually not yours because it belongs to the government, you see. Point number one. Point number two, the money you have in the bank is a statement of faith that says, I believe in my government. And of course, if you're in a country like, I have to use Nigeria as an example too. Nigeria, in the next, 3 to 4 years from 2008, your money will reduce in value and my money will still have great value, right? So someone else said, okay, let's create something that looks like gold. Well, where if you have one ounce of gold, it's actually yours because it's in your hand, right? So someone else said, okay, let's create something that looks like gold but lives online, doesn't depend on government or banks, and cannot be easily brought down. And that stuff that was created is called Bitcoin. Now, that's how Bitcoin came about. But let's see. So when Bitcoin was created, people started using Bitcoin for several reasons, and because remember I said Bitcoin works with pure demand and supply. That means if the demand goes up and then the supply is low, for those of us that did little economics in school, if demand is increasing and supply is constant or reducing, the price goes up. Very simple maths. So when people started reading about Bitcoin and realizing how sophisticated it was back then and how decentralized it was and how great a solution it is, we started demanding for Bitcoin and the price, kept going up. Now, if you go to a website called coinmarketcap.com, you realize that the price of one Bitcoin right now is $18,200. Now, guess what? Guess what? Okay, let me not let you guess. We're going to check it together. $1 Bitcoin investments. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that news. Now, see this news right here. If you had invested just $1, if you had invested just $1 worth of Bitcoin several years ago, just $1, I mean, one singular, not plural, one singular worth of dollar into Bitcoin in 2008, 2009, it would have been worth $90,000 by 2019. This is 2020.
Wow.
Now, think about your life right now. Think about your life right now. What were you doing in 2009?
Trying to submit projects
Guess
and
what?
class assignments.
Guess what? In 2009 was when I created my Facebook account. I think sometimes when I look back at it, I'll be like, why didn't I have any friend back then in 2009 that would just tell me about Bitcoin back then? See, that is why, we usually tell people the kind of friends you have really matters. There was something that I told my classmates when I was in school. I told them, if good and important information comes to you late, change your friends. Oh, Father Lord Jesus. I said, why didn't I know? Hey, what's one doing? Why didn't I know about this in 2009? and now I'm feeling bad. Anyways, it's all good. So someone created Bitcoin, and like I said, people started realizing the uniqueness and importance of Bitcoin. How that for the first time in human history, man can actually own money that belongs to him, not the government, that cannot be seized, that cannot be devalued because of their government. You see, for the first time in history, and that money is called Bitcoin. So as people kept realizing these things, they started buying Bitcoin little by little. And like I told you, Bitcoin works with pure demand and supply, right? And backed up by mathematics. You see, math is true. 1 + 1 will always give you 1, maybe except to get to heaven. You see? So let me prove to you that Bitcoin works with just pure demand and supply. We'll just do a simple mathematics right here. So I said this Bitcoin works with pure, or cryptocurrencies work with pure demand and supply. So this is circulating supply, all right? And this is the demand, the amount of money that has been, that is into Bitcoin right now. So this is the demand. Market cap, circulating supply is the supply, obviously. Now, if you take this amount right here, for those of you that have gone through my course, my cryptocurrency course, okay, let me just show you. This cryptocurrency course is actually free. And if you can discipline yourself and take this cryptocurrency course that I have is actually free. This course here is actually free. If you can discipline yourself to take this course, I bet you'll be scared. Let me use the word scared. You'll be scared of putting your money in the bank. If you're done taking this course, the course is free. And I'm even thinking of making it not free, because sometimes when it's free, people don't usually, it's free. It might not be important, you know. If you're done taking this course and then you still have more than 20% of your money in the bank, then we need healing school session for, anyways, back to what I was saying. So market cap, which is the demand, divided by supply. I told you it works with just demand and supply, you know. And then once I'm done doing this thing, I'm going to ask us a very important question, but I want to be sure that we're still here. Please, if you're still here, please just type yes. Okay, just one person. So okay, so it's fine. Okay, now I divided the markets. I divided the market capitalization, which is the demand, by the supply, right? And guess the value we got? We got 18,289. That's what we got. 18,289. Now let's go and check the price of Bitcoin. 18,398. Now let's do another division and see. You can see it's very close. 18,398. All right, so it's approximately around that same figure, right? So if we did, so 18,298, which is approximately 18,300, it's still around that same range. So Bitcoin works with pure demand and supply. Now let's be practical. Let's be practical. The value of this asset was gotten by dividing its demand, which is the market capitalization, by its circulating supply to get the value. You see? So the market capitalization of that asset divided by circulating supply gives us the value of the assets. Now let me ask us a question. How do we know the circulating supply of Naira? How do we know the amount of 1,000 Naira notes that is available in Lagos? How do we know the exact amount of 1,000 Naira notes that is available in Nigeria. There's no way we can know. Why? Because the current form of money we have is not digital. Now, this statement alone I just made completely proves that paper money will not last long. Why? Because paper money cannot be trusted. Why can't it be trusted? Because the assets, which is that money, is supposed to have some form of metric which cannot be easily quantified. Right? So that is the reason countries like China are moving to have what is called China Digital Yuan. That's it right there. As you can see, hold on. This news came out ago, understanding China's digital yuan. I'm not going to go over the news, but I'll just show us the headlines. Now, these are things that are happening just recently. JD.com to accept China's digital yuan. The father of the digital yuan. Now, what is this whole news about? When Bitcoin was created, you know, big shots around the world, big companies and big, of course, well-thinking government around the world now realize that, hey, actually, this paper money that we created, it's actually not the future. Paper money is so flawed, right? If the central bank decides to create 1 billion naira today, how can we know, and as Nigerians, how can we know? Are we going to get a form of alert that it has been created? There's no way. So they are beginning to realize that paper money is not the future, right? Now, remember, our normal governments are realizing these things in 2020. As you can see, China is just making the move recently. They are realizing this thing in 2020. Guess when Bitcoin came in? In 2009. Bitcoin was the first true digital currency. First true digital currency. You know, most of you might think we've had digital currencies all this while, where you will go to your GT Bank app, you open your bank app, and then you transfer money to someone. That is not digital banking. As far as I'm concerned, that is scam. What you're transferring is just figures, not the actual money itself. 2020 will mark history where real money will be transferred online. All these years that we've been transferring money from, you open your banking app, you will send 20,000 naira to your friend. Those were not real money. They are still not real money. What you're transferring is just numbers. The same way I would have come to WhatsApp and be like, hey, I'll type 10,000 naira and click send, and then you get the 10,000 naira, I've gotten it. It's not real money I sent. So all this while that we grew up thinking money was what we thought it was, what we were using all these years were not money. They were fake and unreal, whatever I want to call them, right? Now, 2020, like I said, marks history for the central banks around the world to push out real form of money online. Now, I'm very sure that most people in Nigeria don't know about, most people in Africa don't know about these things. You know, we were thinking all this while that we're using real digital money. No, they were all fake, right? And of course, China is leading this charge, trying to get their own digital currency. Now, China has been doing online banking since, but they themselves, they know that the money they were moving were not real. Now they've decided to make the money online and real, a little bit real this time. So I'm trying to get somewhere. Just around the same period when, you know, countries around the world are realizing the true form of money, guess what? One of the first guys in the world that took advantage of technology has also woken up. You know, he has seen the progress of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital form of money, like I said, at the first type. And Bitcoin has been working 24/7 247 within the past 9 years with no downtime. That's how long Bitcoin has been working. So this guy actually looked at this technology and was like, wow, this is actually real. Wow, 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 wow. Guess what he now did? He now decided to create his own cryptocurrency. And what's the name of this guy? Facebook. Facebook cryptocurrency. Now, since this news came out, I'm giving you guys latest updates. Now, listen. One of the easiest ways to make money in this within the last 20 to 30 years, one of the easiest ways to make money is by getting information early. That's just it. That's one of the easiest way to make money. Get information early. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Several years ago, when the internet came out, people got the information about internet and what internet could be in the next 5 to 10 years. And guess what? These guys that got the information early, they started investing in Facebook, they bought shares in Amazon, they bought shares in Twitter. And guess what? Those guys are billionaires today in dollars. Now, this was the first, I call it the first reign of digital economy. Those guys are billionaires in dollars today. Now, guess what? There's another phase. And this phase is led by cryptocurrency and blockchain. And guess what? Those that will become billionaires in dollars in the next couple of years are those that will hear the information now and act. Now, let's check the guys that are acting upon this information right now as we speak. Now, a very good example is Facebook, of course, as you can see. Now, let's see. Diem is a permission blockchain-based payment system proposed by an American social media company called Facebook. Now, I won't read everything they have there, but see, initial release was when? 2020. That's when Facebook started cryptocurrency. Now, what does that tell you? That tells you you're still early because Facebook is just starting now. Now, imagine you started internet business. Imagine you started investing into internet business the same year Facebook started. That's about 10, 20 years ago. I don't know if Facebook is up to 20 years, but imagine you started investing into internet business back then. You would have been a millionaire today. But guess what? That opportunity has come back. It's now here again. But it's in the form of cryptocurrency and blockchain. And Facebook, the owner of Facebook, who was one of the first guys to invest in internet business back then, has started same time you're hearing the same information. Now, the question is, if Christ tarries, what are you going to be saying in the next 5 to 10 years? Oh, okay. You'll be telling people, hey, I heard about Bitcoin, I heard about cryptocurrency, I heard about blockchain, but I took no action. Would that be the story? But as you can see, Facebook is going to cryptocurrency right now. And they started this year. And they, of course, they have their own blockchain called Diem. It was actually called Libra before, but now they rebranded it to Diem. So Libra was rejected, and now they've rebranded to Diem. I did a video about it, and it's on my YouTube channel. Now let's see which other companies into blockchain. Amazon is one of the biggest country in the world. See, there's even suggestion there. Let's see, Amazon blockchain. See, Amazon, they are also into blockchain. Now let's see Coca-Cola blockchain. Let's see. All right, Coca-Cola bottlers adopt SAP blockchain for supply chain. You see, all these guys are going into blockchain right now. You see, this news came out August 6, 2020. Coke to try Ethereum in supply chain. Ethereum is a kind of blockchain. You see? Now, in this session today, I might not tell you the different use cases of blockchain, how Coca-Cola can use blockchain, how you can use blockchain in social media and the rest, but I just want to talk about how to safeguard the value of your money. So let's go back to what I was saying. So I was telling you about, excuse me, how the value of an asset is gotten, which is divided the market cap by circulating supply. And we've seen that dividing this by this actually gives the price of the asset. Now, see something. Now let's assume that you've actually been saving. Let's assume you heard about Bitcoin, you know, about 9 years ago, and then you heard about how, you know, saving money in your local currency will actually mean you losing money. And then you started saving in, let's assume you were saving in your local currency, you were saving in US dollar, you were saving in gold, and you were saving in Bitcoin. Now let's also assume that you were saving, let's say $10 every week within the past 9 years. Now let's see what the results would have been in 9 years. So I'll go to a platform called DCA BTC. DCA means dollar cost averaging. This is it right here. So if you had been saving $10 every week within the past 9 years, it would have amounted to $4,700. So saving $10 every day, every week rather, within the past 9 years would have given you $4,700 in total. But if that money was saved in Bitcoin, that $4,700 would have now been worth $3.4 million, which is a 74,000% increase in your money. Now let's see if that same amount was saved in other assets, what would have been the result. Now 4,000. If it was saved in gold, you would have gotten just 14% increase in 9 years, which is fair. If it was saved in Naira, you would have lost a lot of value. If it was saved in US dollar, that's a 66% increase in value. If it was saved in Bitcoin, it would have given you 74% increase in value. Now, I was just saying all that so we can actually get how amazing it has been in the past 9 years. But how can you truly, you know, keep the value of your money? Now, it's very easy. I actually did a video here. Let's see if I can get that video because we are actually out of time. Okay, I'll just go ahead and explain. Maybe I'll send the video later. Now, someone created what is called USDT. You see, and what is USDT or Theta, right? So Theta or USDT is a controversial cryptocurrency with tokens issued by Theta Limited. It formally claimed that each token was backed by one United States dollar, but on 14th, forget about that. So back to CoinMarketCap. Now USDT, right here, as you can see, the price for USDT is $0.9, which is approximately $1. So remember what I said about cryptocurrencies, how the value is gotten. So if you take the market cap, which is the demand, and divide it by its circulating supply, sorry, you get, hold on. You get the value. Now, let me see if I divide it 2, if it's going to give us 0.9 or 1. You can see 0.999, which is approximately 1. Now, this cryptocurrency, it's always around $1, right? So what some people do, you know, these days is instead of keeping your money in the bank, and of course, this is what I do. Instead of keeping your money in the bank and let it just keep losing value, you know, over the years, I just put my money in USDT. Why? Because USDT maintains the value around $1, right? Unfortunately, okay, the chart is still loading, and it works by pure demand and supply. So what that means is that if more people want to save their money in, if more people bring more money into USDT to lock up the value of their money, so the supply either increases or decreases to maintain its value, because it works by pure demand and supply. You see? Now let's look at the charts right here. So this is what year is this? This is 2015. As you can see, the price there is in green, right? So it's $1. So let's keep checking and just keep moving. $1. The price is in green. $1, 0.9. Let's come to this part. Then it fell to $0.99. Let's see. It's still around $1. Now, what people do nowadays or in these days is to keep their money in stable cryptocurrencies. Now, if you keep your money in stable cryptocurrencies, what does it do for you? Number one, it helps you maintain the value of your money, right? So if you have $10,000 in January, that means you still have $10,000 up until now, right? So let me give you a scenario. Assuming in January, you and myself were given 1 million naira in January, and then I converted my 1 million naira into USDT and kept whatever exchange. Let's assume that 1 million naira was now, when I converted it was $10,000, and then you kept your 1 million naira in your bank. You see, by now, despite the fact that they give us the same amount of money, my money has increased by 43%, while your 1 million naira has reduced by 43%. You see?
It's 12 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Forget about that. My time zone is a little bit different. So it's 12 midnight here. Right. So what that means is that, yes, you still have your 1 million. Yes, you're still saying you have 1 million in the bank. But guess what? The value of your money, you're in real life globally, you're no longer a millionaire. You see, so your money has lost 43%. Right. But if you want to understand this more, I have a video that truly explain these things and lets you know how to get started with cryptocurrencies. But if you want to get in-depth knowledge about cryptocurrency, about blockchain, what blockchains can be used for, blockchain can be used in banking sector, blockchain can be used in music, blockchain can be used in social media, blockchain can be used in fashion, in government,
Retail.
right? The other day I wrote an article on how blockchain can be used for election. I think the article is one of my favorite articles that I've written so far. Anyways, guys, it's 12 midnight right now, but this is where I would like to draw the curtain. So feel free to ask any questions within the next how many minutes? Let's say few minutes, and yep.
Okay, Mr. Sam, thank you so much for this information. This is highly profound, and I'm sure most of us have questions to ask. So if you have questions you want to ask, you can just send it to the chat box, and or you can just wave your hand, and Mr. Sam will actually give answers to your I was about saying prayers. Can you imagine? Give answers to your questions. Okay, thank you so much. You mentioned, you gave analysis right now, the value of money, the future value of money, and the past value of money having the same amount of money. So in your own word, which of these currencies, for example, now Bitcoin is very expensive right now. So for a startup, I wouldn't.
Okay, Bitcoin is not expensive right now. Bitcoin is extremely cheap right now.
Extremely cheap right now. Oh, great.
Yeah, if you want to know why I say Bitcoin is extremely cheap right now, right?
Okay.
I'm going to recommend a video I did recently.
Okay.
Bitcoin is still extremely cheap. Extremely. Yeah.
In value, right? Or in quantity, in purchase. Are you trying to?
Just watch this video. I'm going to drop the link in the. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Just watch this video. I'm going to recommend a video I did recently. Bitcoin is still extremely cheap. Extremely. Yeah,
In value, You can drop the link
Yeah.
on the group.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. So that means you can actually recommend everyone to get Bitcoin right now, or to convert their current monetary assets into a portion of Bitcoin. That's the first question I want to ask. So your recommendation, which cryptocurrency would you recommend now? You can recommend like 2 or 3. I know about Aglex, and I'm also an ambassador for Aglex, which of course has to do with you. And I believe it's the future, especially for us in Africa. That's one. Second thing is, what framework do you have for Africans? Like, if you are earning, let's say you're doing a business or you are on salary, what framework would you recommend to anybody like that to be able to keep the value of their money for the future? For example, if you earn an XYZ amount of money, what percentage should you keep in the bank, and what percentage should you automate into the crypto space? That's the second question.
Okay. Right. I'll start from the first question. So there are, okay. Let me go to CoinMarketCap. Now, CoinMarketCap is a website that lists the different cryptocurrencies we have in the world. And of course, as you can see right here where the mouse is, we have almost 8,000 different cryptocurrencies, 7,944 different cryptocurrencies. Obviously, you cannot buy all of them, right? And of course, some of them there are actually not good cryptocurrencies. I can tell you, some of them are they're just there to waste your time.
So how do we identify? How do we identify the good ones?
Yeah.
Because I read one of your posts recently. You said there are no fake crypto space as at now. Like there are no
there are no fake cryptocurrencies. So, now, let me prove that to you before I answer the question. When Bitcoin was created, right? You know, and when it was still new, some group of persons, you know, they came and they started mocking those that were using Bitcoin. They were like, why would you be using a form of money that is just online? You know, it's just online. It's not from the government. So they now created a cryptocurrency called Dogecoin to mock those that were using Bitcoin. You see?
Okay.
There are several cryptocurrencies that was created to mock Bitcoin, right? So I like using Dogecoin because it's more popular. So Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency like likeness of a Shiba Inu dot from the Doge internet meme at its logo. They even use a meme for the logo. So introduced as a joke currency on December 6th, 2013. Guess what? This thing that was created as a joke. Let's see if I can get the current value from CoinMarketCap. Hopefully it's Doge. Okay, this is Dogecoin. Let's see if it gets the. It's currently worth $397 million.
Wow, that was a joke.
As a joke. Now imagine. Imagine
without intentionality.
I'm telling you. Now imagine a scenario where you and I actually did the same thing. We just said, let's just create a mock. Why didn't we just mock Bitcoin several years ago? We didn't have the knowledge. The same way you're getting the knowledge today, right? So what cryptocurrencies can you buy? Obviously, you cannot buy the whole 9,000, right? So there are two ways. I'll just talk about a few, right? And of course, if you want to know which ones to buy, feel free to go through this course. The course is free. I'll just drop the link in so I'll drop the link right there. Feel free to go through it. It's actually long. If you can actually go through that course to the end, you're actually patient, right? So back to the matter. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm very much with you.
Yeah. So apart from buying, let's go back there. So apart from buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, of course, you don't buy USDT to invest in buy USDT. You buy USDT to have stable value for your money.
Okay. Just to maintain the value of the money.
Yeah, just to maintain the value of your money.
Okay, that doesn't increase.
Yeah. So one of the best ways you can make good profit on cryptocurrency is, like I said, Bitcoin is still very cheap, right? And also Ethereum. I did a video here. I did a video here stating how Ethereum was going to hit $2,000. I'm going to drop the video. Let's see. We'll drop the video.
Simon and Joe both invest in stock.
Now, when I did this video, one Ethereum was about $100 plus. Right now, one Ethereum is well over $600. Right. So I'm going to recommend a few. Then if you want to know the rest that you can buy, there are some very cheap cryptocurrencies that you can buy today that will give you great returns in the future. But this class is not a class for that. If you want to know those cryptocurrencies, feel free to reach me in my DM. Now, one of such cryptocurrencies that you can buy at the very early stage, of course, is HAG, right? So you can actually buy HAG at currently is around 0.9, but the 10% discount for HAG, and I think that ended already.
It's counting down to a day.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, just one day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's my video. $2,000 per coin. Now. Yeah, sorry. So you just have just less than 24 hours left. Yeah. Just 24 hours plus left to buy,
lock into.
Yeah. Buy this cryptocurrency at 10% discount. And after 10% discount, it will be sold at $1. Right. So, like I told you several years ago, one Bitcoin was not up to $1. Today, one Bitcoin is well over $18,000.
And that's what I'm trying to say, that it's no longer cheap as that when it came out.
Yeah. It's no longer cheap compared to 2008.
So that, yeah, exactly.
Compared to 2008. Now, this is you looking backwards. What about 10 years from now?
The future, exactly. The future value of the cryptocurrency.
You see? So that's why I said, looking at the future, it is cheap now. But looking at the past, it is expensive, right?
Yeah.
Of course, you don't need to buy one whole Bitcoin. But what I do is because this form of money and this kind of new digital economy is still new, I have a handful of students that meets me every month. They'll be like, Sam, okay, I just got my salary. Which one should I buy? So I'll tell them, okay, put this into your portfolio, put that cryptocurrency into your portfolio, because you don't just go into the crypto market and buy this one and buy that one. No. These different cryptocurrencies have their different use cases. I'll just give you two examples. Bitcoin and Ethereum. They are both cryptocurrencies, but they have two different use cases, right? If you don't know the use case of a cryptocurrency and you buy it because it's just a cryptocurrency, you might end up losing your money. Yep. So what Bitcoin can do, Ethereum cannot do. For example, this article that I wrote right here, I said, excuse me, how to achieve blockchain-based election in Nigeria, transparency in election. Now, before I tell you how this blockchain-based election in Nigeria can be done, let's go to CoinMarketCap. As you can see, on CoinMarketCap, you see here Ethereum. Ethereum is what? Ethereum is cryptocurrency, and the price of one Ethereum is $566. But let's go and see how blockchain-based election can be solved. Blockchain-based election can be solved using what we call Ethereum 2. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency, but that cryptocurrency is built on a technology called also Ethereum. You see? So if you just go ahead and buy without the accurate knowledge, it's like going to computer village and then you want to go and buy a phone, and then when you open the phone, inside what you're seeing is fufu.
Fufu?
Yeah. That's what it's like going to cryptocurrency market to just go and buy without without an expert.
Now,
yeah. I also wrote in this same solution that I said, I wrote Tron, I wrote EOS. And if you come to CoinMarketCap, you see that cryptocurrency. But if you don't have knowledge, you'll be asking yourself, this is EOS. And where is Tron? Where's Tron? This is Tron. But if you're not informed, you'll be asking yourself, does that mean cryptocurrency is used for building election bids? Anyways, what I'm trying to make is there's some cryptocurrencies you can buy right now, and just think about 5-10 years from now. And one of the cheapest ones you can buy right now is, is of course this Hago cryptocurrency. And if you want the link to buy the cryptocurrency, Mr. Wells is going to provide the link so you can actually buy. There's a fair link where you can actually buy this cryptocurrency. Right now,
all right,
they are $1.
Okay, Mr. Sam. Thank you for answering the questions. There are two questions there which I would like you to attend to, though I think you've answered one of them, but I'll just have to read it out again, just in case you have more to say about it. This is coming from Gozier. He says, hello, Mr. Sam. I know I have lost the opportunity of investing in Bitcoin. My question is, what's the next big thing? Like, which coin do I suggest we invest in? And I think you just mentioned that. Do you have anything more to say?
Yeah, I just mentioned it, which is this Hago cryptocurrency is the next
right.
thing. Yeah, Mr. Well,
all right.
We'll drop the link
So the second,
so you can buy. Hold on.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not too late to also buy Bitcoin. It's not too late to also buy Bitcoin. I dropped the YouTube video link. Watch that video, and then after watching that video, you will see reasons to buy Bitcoin also. So buy these cryptocurrencies in a good way.
Okay, the second question is coming from Nomsa. Said, good evening, sir. Thank you so much for the session. Is it true that Bitcoin is not environmentally friendly due to the amount of electricity consumed by processing Bitcoin transactions, with thoughts of climate change, etc., especially in the US? How do you think thing will impact Bitcoin in the future? Is there an impact of the processes of making more Bitcoins or environmentally friendly Bitcoin? Will it impact the value of Bitcoin in the future?
Whoa, that's a very, very smart question. Anyways, that's a very smart question. So just in case you're not aware, Bitcoin uses what is called proof of work, right?
Okay.
That's the consensus algorithm it uses. Now,
okay.
I wish. Okay, let me give a very perfect example. Now, hold on. What do I use? Oh yeah, I've seen what to do. 1 and 2. So I'll be switching my video on. It might not be too clear, but bear with me. Okay, if you can see me.
Yes, we can see you.
Okay. Here's how Bitcoin works, right? So if you send a Bitcoin transaction, that Bitcoin transaction will be stored in a block, in a box like this, right? A digital box, right? So let's assume this is a transaction. So the transaction will be stored in this box right there. And then several transactions will be stored. Once you make a transaction, open its mouth, gets that transaction until this box gets full, maximum load aroma, right? Until it gets full. Once it's full, or even if it's not full, once it gets to 10 minutes, this box remains there, and then another box or block will be created, right? And then it just keeps, there's no other box around here, right? So it just keeps piling, the blocks just keep piling on each of them like that. Now, that is how Bitcoin transaction works. You have blocks piling up, and each of these, in these blocks, there are transactions in those boxes. You see? But for this box to be created, you would need to have heavy machines. Now I can turn off the video. You would need to have heavy machines, mining machines that will do some computational work to produce these blocks, right? And then for each block that you produce, once you produce a block, you get paid for that block, and that that pay is called a block reward. Block reward. So, assuming you have a mining company, a Bitcoin mining company, once you produce a block, why is it not loading? Block reward Bitcoin. So I block reward. Okay, so that's it. So once you create a block, you get paid for creating that block, right? But in Bitcoin technology, a block reward refers to the number of Bitcoins you get if you successfully mine a block, right? So the amount of reward halves every 210,000 blocks, or roughly every 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Right, so, but for Bitcoin to produce a block, in Bitcoin, you need some mining machine, right? And this mining machine, they consume lots of electricity, you see, which is economically not friendly, right? But guess what? You know, for those of us that listen to Pastor Chris said, success is you looking out for a human need and reaching out to meet that need. Success is making the world a better place than how you met it. If you've listened to Success Motivation, you must have heard those lines. Now, someone now said, I'm only saying someone, hopefully one day that someone will be from Nigeria or from Africa. Someone now said, okay, if Bitcoin actually solves a big problem, yeah, Bitcoin, wait, most people have left the call. Oh, the call. Anyways, I'll round up shortly. Someone now said Bitcoin actually solves a great problem in the world. Yes.
It could be the network or some other issues.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Someone now said Bitcoin actually solves a great problem in the world. Okay, yes, we all agree, right? Bitcoin has created an avenue where you can actually truly own your money. Yes, that is true. But there's a problem. It consumes too much energy, right? How can we solve this problem? That is when someone now created what is called POS. Why are they not typing? So POS is not going to give me the right result. Just hold on. POS, let me use POS Ethereum. Someone now created what is called proof of stake. Now, proof of stake is a type of blockchain consensus algorithm that helps blockchain protocols to produce blocks without the need of those heavy machines. That's the simplest way I can put it. So right now, there's a new technology called proof of stake, or there's a new consensus algorithm called proof of stake that helps you produce blocks without those energy. So the concern for, oh my God. Anyways, you need, everything I'm saying right now has been explained in that course, in that our course, in this course right here. Everything I'm saying right now has been fully explained in this course. Make sure you go through that course, right? So that problem has been solved. Now, guess what? You know, sometimes Pastor Chris will say, sometimes you need to listen to what was said that was not said. Now, what does that mean? If Bitcoin is good, Bitcoin solves the problem. But Bitcoin still has a problem of energy consumption. And someone has actually created a solution for that. And that solution is not in Bitcoin. That means that solution is another cryptocurrency. What does that also mean? If you can find a way to buy those cryptocurrencies that is now using proof of stake or delegated proof of stake, DPoS, you would actually make the same or more kind of returns that Bitcoin made. Now I'll repeat. Let me repeat what I just said. Between 2009, if you had invested $1 in 2009 into Bitcoin, right, that $1 would have been worth $90,000. But guess what? The technology that Bitcoin uses that gave that kind of reward is outdated technology. That technology is not economically friendly. You see? And now there's a superior technology. If a less superior technology could change $1 to $90,000 in 9 years, what will happen with a more superior technology? Anyways, this is not a class to give you all those in-depth information, but just know all those things are in this course that I've talked to you about, and I'm going to move on to the next question because this is 23 minutes after 12, and
Wow, over there.
Yeah.
So, okay, the last question, so we can just round up the meeting. The last question from, oh, okay, I lost my chat. Do you still have the chat?
Yeah.
My
The
network
last
was
question
actually...
here is since the price can be volatile, especially with BTC in the last 2 years, it tends to move in opposite direction with commodities like gold. That's not true, but I love the question. Is it necessary to hedge your investment in crypto? I don't think it is. I don't think it's necessary to hedge your investment against crypto in crypto. I think it is compulsory. I think it is wise. In fact, I think it is suicidal not to hedge your. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Um, top companies hedging with Bitcoin. Let's see. So now let's see the news. Let's see. As you can see, several smart companies. Don't worry, I love this question. This is a very smart question. Here are the top public companies that have adopted Bitcoin as a reserve asset. Now let's see. MicroStrategy is actually the biggest of them all, right? So this is the list. MicroStrategy has 38,000 Bitcoin. Galaxy Digital, go and read about these companies. Galaxy Digital has 16,000 Bitcoin. You see, companies have started hedging their funds in cryptocurrency. Now, why are they doing this? Number one, now, what people were doing before was, of course, we all know that they were hedging their funds in their investment in gold. But guess what? Let's do Bitcoin versus gold charts. Let's see. Let's be practical now. Let's be practical. You know what I'm saying? Let's be practical. Which one should I use? Which one should I use? Okay, I'll use the first one. Maybe I can use trading view. Let me see. Let's try this. Let's try this. Bitcoin price. Okay, while this is loading, I'm going to try trading view. Let me try trading view. And also, if you want to learn how to trade, of course, we teach. We can teach you how to trade cryptocurrencies. It's just the same way you trade forex, where forex is the trading of the money that we know is not real. Cryptocurrency has its own trading where you trade real money. All right, so let me see if I can just quickly. If I can do it quickly, we'll just let it go. But okay, I think I have a better way, right? Bitcoin best investment of the day is already here. Let's see. So just in case you're not aware, within the past 10 years, Bitcoin, come on, look at the news here right here from Bloomberg. Bitcoin's 9 million% rise this decade leaves the, should we open it? I don't even need to open it to read. It just, okay. 8.9 million% ROI. Oh my God. If you had invested in Bitcoin, right? Well, let's see if I can give you the chart right here. I don't use this platform. Let me see if I can. Okay, I don't really need to do that, but just know the price of one price of gold. No. Why is this guy always bringing Dubai up? Okay. Price of gold in Nigeria. So let's see the price of 1 ounce of gold. Let's see. It's a little less than $2,000, right? $1,883. And of course, gold has been around for a very long time. Now, what's the price of Bitcoin? $18,000. Now, just looking at the price, at the age of the two of them, Bitcoin is a little bit above 10 years. It's just 10 years old plus. Gold has been there forever. And gold is just $8,800. Now, you want to know why the price is still around $8,800, feel free to go to our course. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to hedging your funds, right, hedging your investment, cryptocurrency is the best, right? I can say it any day, anytime. Is the best. Like, okay, let me give you one more reason why. No, I've already given you the reason. Go through this video I dropped. Everything you want to know on why you should put it in Bitcoin, just go through this video, right? Let me drop it again. All your answer, everything you want to know why Bitcoin is the best, cryptocurrencies rather, is the best hedge. Just watch that video. And anyways, yeah, I think that's that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sam Joseph. This is highly profound. Thank you so much. And I'm sure we've got value from this. And thank you also to everyone who joined the call. And I'm sure you've also received new information. Like what Pastor would say, one of the three things you need for the next level is new information. And next is after that is new action. All right, so we're going to be dropping the link for those who would like to, if you haven't started investing in that for now, I'm going to share that with you. And even if you have, you can always keep moving your assets into a more stable space. All right. And just like someone has, is gold compared to cryptocurrency. Gold has always been here. You can also take advantage of gold, but the future belongs to the digital space. And if you're going to be relevant in the next few years, your digital savviness, your digital states would actually give you an advantage over every other thing. Like Mr. Samuel posted some days ago, because I follow him a lot. He said, how much would it take you to move, let me give an example, a trailer of gold from Lagos to Johannesburg, and how much stress or work effort would it cost you to move the same value in cryptocurrency from the same Lagos to Johannesburg? So that's just the answer you need to know if you need to know where to invest in. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. The courses sent through the link, you can just take them and get value also to know what more to do with what you've received tonight. All right. So till next time, Mr. Samuel, thank you so much. I really love you. Thank you so much for everything you've done, especially to the tennis community and also now in this webinar. And to everyone joining once again, thank you. Have a wonderful and prosperous year. And by the way, just to round up this, there would be another webinar, which is getting ahead in 2021. And we're going to be having few people who are going to be on set. Probably, possibly, if Mr. Samuel would be available at the same time, so he can also come ahead and give us more insights on how to be ahead, not just financially, in all spheres of necessary aspect of life. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a very wonderful night. For those of us at night now, and for some in the day, have a very productive day. Thank you. Have a great day, a great